And good afternoon as we go to game number 2 between the Deck Dogs and Baseball U Scranton this time. Good afternoon, everybody. Coming to you from Wyland Park at DeSales University on this brisk fall afternoon. The first pitch is flared to second base for out number 1. As that was Will Cohen who pops out to second base. And I'll bring up Chase Rantanen. And the first pitch to him is low for a ball. On the mound is Connor Flynn for Baseball U Scranton. And that pitch is fouled back. Rantanen had himself quite a game last game. Big triple in the fourth. So that pitch is over for a strike call. 1-2 to count to Chase Rantanen. They're at the top of the first and 1 down. So Rantanen calls timeout. And a 1-2 pitch is a fastball high and away for a ball as the count evens up at 2-2. And a 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 to count to Rantanen. 1 down here at the top of the first inning. Deck Dogs look to get something going. And ball 4. So Rantanen will find himself a base runner with 1 down. That'll bring up the first baseman, Riley Schultz. And the first offering from Connor Flynn is a fastball high and away for a ball. The 1-0 pitch swung on by Schultz and misses. This count evens up at 1-1. Rantanen at first takes his lead. Flynn checks the runner. And the pitch. Foul, third base side. Count moves the 1-2 to Schultz. Good shot at Rantanen taking his lead at first. As Flynn sets. There he goes. And he's not going to get a throw. As that one was tough to handle by Pentasuglio. Tried it again. Pentasuglio. Hunter Pentasuglio behind the dish. Rantanen now at second base. And a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Schultz goes down swinging for out number 2. And here it is again on the game changer replay. Nice pitch and good squeeze made there by Pentasuglio. Lucas Punzo, I should say now at the plate. The first pitch is hit the short. Up there by Thor Kelly across the diamond, and they get him at first base for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom half for your score, 0-0. And welcome back. Let's move to the bottom half of the first inning. Evan Sank on the mound for the Deck Dogs. He'll face Thor Kelly, Noah Gesford, and Travis Rooney. And the first pitch is lined to right field for a base hit that's going to go in the corner. Kelly rounds first. He's going to head to second. He's going to get there easily with a stand-up double. So fireworks right off the bat of Thor Kelly. He lines a double in the corner to right field. And here it is again in the game changer replay. Levels off nicely and drops it right into the corner. And that'll bring up Noah Gesford. And the pitch. Ball lifted to center field. Not hit deep. Taking the center fielder. What a grab as he dives and make the catch. A heck of a play by Will Cohen in center field. Kelly with great heads up, as you'll see it here on the game changer replay. But what a play by Kelly. As Cohen, I should say, going to his glove side and having to lay out for that one. But great heads-up base running by Thor Kelly as he tags up and moves over to third on the play. And with one out, that'll bring up Travis Rooney, the first baseman. And a first pitch hit the short. The run's going to score over to first base. And the 6-3 put out is good as Thor Kelly crosses a plate for the first run in this contest. And it's 1-0. Baseball U Scranton. Now with the base is empty, that'll bring up the pitcher, Connor Flynn. At a Montrose high. See, this Scranton squad is definitely aggressive at the plate as they've swung at every first offering so far. Tip of the cap to Sanka for throwing strikes, actually. Count 0-1 to count to Flynn. Here's the 0-1 offering from Sanka. Low and away for a ball. One on one to count to Connor Flynn. And a 1-1 pitch. Low and away. It's 2-1. Sanka gets a sign. And a 2-1 pitch. Low, ball 3. Three and 1 to count to Connor Flynn, who's on the bump today for Baseball U Scranton. Base is empty and a run across for him. And the 3-1 pitch is low and away for a ball. And Connor Flynn will be a 2-out base runner. And I'll bring up the extra hitter, Aiden Felker. And the first pitch to Felker is grounded to short. Going to have to go across the diamond. It's going to be a close play, but they get him by a half a step as Felker is retired, but not before. Baseball U Scranton plates 1 on 1 hit. No errors. 1 left. We'll go to the top of the second with your score, 1-0 here on BFA. And we move to the top of the second inning. Taylor, Fine, and Warner to face Connor Flynn. As Flynn holds a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Deck Dogs had a runner on base, could not plate him. And the first pitch is bunted down the third base side, but foul. Alexander Taylor playing left field today for the Deck Dogs. Winds freshening up here in Center Valley, Pennsylvania, as that pitch is low and away for balls. The count evens up at 1-1. And the 1-1 offering is missed by Taylor. As the count moves to 1-2. There's a ball lifted to left field. Ball right at the left fielder, Sherman, who makes the squeeze for out number 1. So Taylor's retired, and that'll bring up Zach Fine. And the first offering from Flynn is low and away for a ball. And a 1-0 pitch is over for a strike calls. The count evens up at 1-1. Fine out of Radnor as a middle infielder, 5'11", 140. He swings that next offering from Flynn, and it's now 1-2. Flynn gets a sign, a 1-2 pitch, low ball 2. 2-2 to count to Zach Fine. Here in the top of the second. Scranton leading 1-0. Strike 3 struck him out as Connor Flynn gets him swinging for out number 2. Here it is on the Game Changer replay. Nice pitch. Around the outside corner. At the knees. That'll bring up Corey Warner. Warner lifts one to center field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. As he takes the first offering from Connor Flynn and deposits into center field for a single. With Warner at first and 2 down, that'll bring up Chris Pajalka. The first offering to Pajalka is high and away for a ball. Pajalka out of Conestoga, 5'8", 145. And a 1-0 pitch. This is the mark. It's now 2-0. And that 2-0 pitch misses the mark. It's now 3-0 the count to Pajalka. With Warner at first base and 2 outs. And a 2-0 pitch, 3-0 pitch, I should say. Ball 4. So Pajalka draws a walk. That'll put runners at first and second and 2 out. And that'll bring up Jack Jones, the designated hitter. steps off. Not sure if it was a runner or the winds that have freshened up here in Center Valley. Coming almost out of left center field. First pitch just bounces up there for a ball. One 0 pitch. Flare to right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. So Jack Jones. Here comes the throw to home, actually. Here's the throw to the plate, and they get him at home. So Warner tried to score on the single to right field. Here it is again. And a great throw in right field by Gesford. And a bang play and a great shot by our cameraman. Nick Penza on that one. Gets him at home. That'll end the inning. We'll be back here on BFA. Yeah, I just got it on. I just got it up. Yep, she is. Weinberg, DeSuglio, and Sherman due up here for Baseball U Scranton. She didn't see the play, though, I don't think. She still hasn't changed it. Was it Pajalka? I thought it was Warner it said on there. Oh, no, she got it. That's right. Never mind.
Between innings, like when we're doing this thing, if we can just kind of take the camera around a little bit better shot of the outfielders just to make sure that they're the same people. Because Bailey's scoring this thing from the feed, so she's just looking at the camera. Let's just take it down. Let's take us. Yeah, we can do that. We can do it now. Take them all. And then Nick, zoom in on the left fielder, and then Jared can walk you through. We're just going to do kind of like left field, and then maybe we kind of pan. All right, so here, put him on camera. I know, but she can't see them. Yeah. So that's it. I'll go to center field.
Am I hot? Oh, sorry. All right, we're back. As we move to the bottom of the second inning, Weinberg, DeSuglio, and Sherman. As Weinberg takes the first offering from Sanko, swings and misses for strike one. And Reese Weinberg swings at that offering. It's now quickly 0-2. And he pops that one up first base side, giving chase, and not able to come up with it as the first baseman, Riley Schultz. So the count remains 0-2 to Reese Weinberg. And the 0-2 pitch from Sanka. Inside for a ball. It's 1-2. Seasonably chilly fall day here in Center Valley, Pennsylvania, as that pitch bounces up there for a ball. The Cat runs a 1-2 to Weinberg. Actually, a correction. It's 2-2. And a 2-2 pitch. High ball 3.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Sanka gets a sign. And a payoff pitch. Low ball 4. He walked him. So Reese Weinberg will be a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the catcher, Hunter Pentasuglio. The first offering is a bit low as the umpire signals for a ball. Counts 1-0 to Hunter Pentasuglio. Pentasuglio out of Abington Heights. 5'9", 158. That 1-0 pitch is outside for a ball. It's 2-0. And a 2-0 pitch is low for a ball. 3-0 to count to Hunter Pentasuglio with Reese Weinberg at first and nobody out. And the 3-0 pitch is over for a strike call. Three and 1 to count to Hunter Pentasuglio with Weinberg at first. And the pitch. That ball's lifted to deep left field. Taking back is Taylor. He drops the baseball. A tough one in the wind here with the whipping, swirling winds in Center Valley, PA. As Taylor had a beat on it, took him back. That'll be an E7. And runners now at first and second and nobody out for the left fielder, Dawson Sherman. The first pitch is a breaking ball, high and tight for a ball. One low to count to Dawson Sherman. Sherman at Elk Lake High School, 5'11", 155. Sanka checks the runner and the pitch. Over for a strike call. 1-1 to count to Dawson Sherman. With runners at first and second and nobody out. He takes that high pitch, lifts it to center field. Making the squeeze is Will Cohen in center field. The runners will hold for out number 1. And with one out and runners at first and second base, that'll bring up Aaron Patton, the second baseman. And the first pitch is fouled away behind us for a strike. And the 0-1 pitch gets by the catcher. Jalka. The runners will move up to second and third, respectively. There's Patton out of Dallas Area High School, 5'10", 150. And there's a bouncer in the hole for a base hit. One run's going to score. And they're going to hold up Pentasuglio at third, and it's now a 2-0 lead in favor of Baseball U Scranton. On the base hit by Aaron Patton. And here it is again. Just finds a C&I single between short and third. Weinberg scores easily. And Pentasuglio holds at third. I'll bring up Braden Miller, the third baseman. This takes the first offering over first strike call. Miller out of Elk Lake High School. And that nice breaking pitch moves the count to 0-2. With runners at the corners and one out. And the 0-2 pitch is inside for a ball. It's 1-2. Nice shot from our third base camera. Nick Penza. That one's taken over for strike number 3. So Braden Miller goes down looking for out number 2. We're back to the top of the lineup with number 51, the shortstop Thor Kelly, who doubled on the first pitch at the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Over first strike call. Kelly 1 for 1 today. And when one pitch is low and away for a ball. It's now Sankey gets a sign from Pachaka, and a pitch. Gets away from Pachaka. There's not going to be a play at home, and another run's going to score as Pentasuglio crosses the plate. And it's now 3-0 favor of Scranton. And a 2-1 pitch catches the outside corner for a strike called. It's now even at 2-2. Sankey checks the runner. And a 2-2 pitch. A little flare. Shallow left. Shortstop. Fine makes the squeeze to end the inning, but not before. Scranton plates 2 here in the bottom half. We'll go to the top of the third with your score, 3-0 here on BFA. We move to the top of the third. It'll be Cohen, Rantanen, and Schultz. And the first pitch is over for a strike call to Cohen. Cohen 0 for 1 today. Popped out to second base his first time up. And he flares that one to right field. Coming in hard, and it's going to fall for a base hit. Cohen makes a round, no one at first base to try to catch him. And he'll be a leadoff base runner here in the top of the third for the Deck Dogs. That one fell right between Gesford, Patton, and Rooney. Try to make a chase. Kind of in no man's land there. That'll bring up Chase Rantanen. There goes the aggressive base runner to Cohen. He gets to second base easily. That one's overthrown, but does not advance on the throw. And it's 1-0 to count to Chase Rantanen, who's playing third base today. There he goes again without a throw to third. So Cohen creating havoc on the base paths as he steals third base. And he is finding himself 90 feet away from a run for the Deck Dogs as he try to get on the board here in the top of the third. And that pitch is high for a ball, indicated by home plate umpire. It's now 3-0 to Rantanen. And a 3-0 pitch. Over for a strike called. 3-1 to count to Rantanen. Cohen at third takes his lead. And the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. And Rantanen will find himself down at first. It'll be runners at first and third and nobody out. And Riley Schultz will now step to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out back in the first. Rantanen holds, and the first pitch is fouled straight back by Schultz. Schultz at Archmere Academy, 6'1", 170. There goes Rantanen. Fake throw down to second by the catcher, Pentasuglio. And no throw down at second, so runners will now be at second and third with nobody out. A big spot for Riley Schultz, the plate 2 with a single. That fastball gets away from Connor Flynn. His count moves to 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch is inside for a ball. Count now 3-1 to Riley Schultz with a base open and nobody out. That's ball 4. So Connor Flynn walks the bases loaded. Still nobody out. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Lucas Punzo. Suglio and Connor Flynn have a quick conference on the mound. Pentasuglio probably going out there to settle his pitcher down. And the first offering to Punzo is over for a strike. Oh, 1 to count to Punzo. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And the 0-1 pitch is high and inside for a ball. It's 1-1. Flynn's timeout called by Punzo. Flynn was just about to get in his windup. He resets. And a 1-1 pitch. I believe that was called a ball, as they said he did not offer. Umpire said he didn't offer, but no appeal. And the 2-1 pitch from Flynn. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch from Flynn. Chopper to third. There could be a play at home. Here's the throw. And they get him on the force out. No, they're saying he's safe. Originally, the home plate umpire called out. Unfortunately, Pentasuglio could not squeeze it at home. And here it is again on the game changer replay. They had him dead to rights at home, but it was a low throw. Umpire's right there. They originally called out because the throw did beat him. As you'll see it. And it skips away from the catcher as he changes the call, and the run scores. So that one will be called a fielder's choice on the error. The throw by the third baseman. So bases are now loaded again as it was a walk, or the fielder's choice. Alexander Taylor now at the plate. Bases loaded. This is batter number 5 this inning, so 2 more batters Flynn will face. Count 2-2 now to Alexander Taylor, who flew out the left field his first time up. And the 2-2 pitch is strike 3 call. No bases open, so Taylor will go down swinging for out number 1. And here it is again on a game changer replay. Nice pitch as this one drops right out of the zone. Actually, that's not the same pitch. Or it is the same pitch. It's called third strike. So Zach Fine will now step to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out back in the second. That pitch is over for a strike call. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1-2 count on Zach Fine. And the pitch. Strike 3, struck him out. So the Deck Dogs plate 1 here in the top of the third. It is now a 3-1 contest here on BFA. All right, we move to the bottom of the third inning. Guessford, Rooney, and Flynn face the new pitcher, Matt DeGenova, out of Bishop Shanahan. And a first offering is ripped foul on the third base side by Guessford. Guessford is 0 for 1 today. Flew out to center field back into first. DeGenova winds and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2 to Noah Guessford. And the pitch, low and away for a ball as the count moves to 1-2. And a 1-2 pitch is lifted to right center field, falling quickly. That's going to fall for a base hit. So Guessford is a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the third, I should say, for Baseball U Scranton. Now I bring up Travis Rooney. So it looks like we have a courtesy runner, Thor Kelly, coming in for Guessford. Oh, and that might have hit Travis Rooney, wearing number 4 today. Guess it didn't. Must have just missed him. No pitch. Outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. That ball's hitting the hole for a base hit between third and short. As Thor Kelly will hold at third. Again, courtesy running for Noah Guessford. We'll have runners at the corners with nobody out. An opportunity for Connor Flynn to help himself out. Flynn walked back into first in his only plate appearance. DeGenova sets and the pitch. There's a ball lifted to right field, hit fairly well, and slicing out of just off the fence and foul. Long strike for Connor Flynn. The count goes to 0-1. DeGenova gets his sign from Bajalka. And the pitch. Breaking ball just inside for a ball. And it looked like DeGenova wanted that one. So he kind of gestured after the pitch. Count evens at 1-1 to Flynn. And a 1-1 pitch. Cued off the edge of the bat. That's going to be a tough play. It looks like it's going to be safe all around. Here's the throw. Not in time. And Thor Kelly crosses the plate for the 4th run for Baseball U Scranton. So a little cue off the edge of the bat. Hit and almost, it was a full swing, almost swinging bunt, if you will. Another run scores for Baseball U Scranton. Their first offering to Felker is over for a strike call. That pitch is over for a strike. And the pitch. Ball low and away. Falco grounded out to short his last time up. And the pitch. Line drive falling quickly. That's going to fall for a base hit. Rooney held up to make sure the ball landed safely in front of Taylor. So we have bases loaded now and still nobody out. And that'll bring up Reese Weinberg. 4 singles in a row of different varieties. Got back-to-back-to-back singles by Baseball U Scranton. And the first offering is a ball to Reese Weinberg. DeGenova winds. And a 1-0 pitch is high and away for a ball. It's 2-0. Weinberg out of Abington Heights High School, 5'10", 150. I'm called. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Over for a strike. Count goes to 2-1 to Weinberg. Bases loaded. Still nobody out. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 2-2. And he struck him out. So Weinberg goes down swinging, could not advance. The base is loaded, and here it is again on the game changer replay. So this one drops right off the table on the inside, and Weinberg could not catch up to it for out number 1. Hunter Pentasuglio, the catcher, steps to the plate, takes the first pitch high and away for a ball. This will be the last batter of the inning, as we have a 6-batter limit. That pitch is inside for a ball. There's a ball laced to center field, falling quickly. It's going to fall for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the throw, and here's the relay. Here's the throw to the plate, and they do not get him. And that will be the last batter of the inning. That's 2 more runs score, and it's now 6-1. We will move to the top of the 4th, unless we have a game changer replay, right here on BFA. We move to the top of the fourth inning. Baseball U Scranton has a 6-1 lead over the Deck Dogs. They come to the plate. New pitcher on the mound is Noah Gesford, Elk Lake at 5'10", 170. They'll face Corey Warner, Chris Pajalka, as the first pitch is fouled first base side. As I speak, maybe a little premature, but it is grabbed by the catcher, Pentasuglio, for strike number one. Again, Warner, Pajalka, and Jack Jones to face the pitcher, Noah Gesford. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball over for a strike call. It's quickly 0-2 to Corey Warner. Behind Gesford, Sherman, Weinberg, and RF in right field. It's swing and a miss. He struck him out as Corey Warner goes down swinging for out number one. Miller at third, Kelly at short, Patton at second, and Rooney at first base. And again, Gesford's battery mate is Hunter Pentasuglio. Chris Pajalka steps to the plate, takes the first fastball outside for a ball. And a 1-0 pitch was taken for a strike call as the count evens up at 1-1. That ball's hit right back to the pitcher, flared by Gesford, picked up and thrown across the diamond nicely as Kelly picks up for him at short, Thor Kelly. And it's a 1-6-3 put out for out number two. Good 2 down. That'll bring up Jack Jones, who's 1 for 1 today. He's singled back in the second. Oh, and that one did catch him in the helmet, so he will make his way down to first base. To being hit by a pitch, and here it is again on the game changer replay. Oh, wow. That one broke. Actually would have been able to take it off probably the derriere, if you will. He didn't duck. Jones finds himself at first with 2 down. And Will Cohen fouls the first offering from Gesford for strike number one. And the 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball, so it's 1-1 to Will Cohen. Cohen is 1 for 2 today, popped out to second base in the first and singled in the third. As that 1-1 pitch is high and tight for a ball. And the pitch. On away, ball 3. 3-1 to count to Will Cohen. With Jack Jones at first and 2 down. And high, ball 4. So back-to-back free passes by Gesford. That'll bring up the third baseman, Chase Rantanen. Conference on the mound between Pentasuglio and Gesford. Chase Rantanen is walked both times up. The first pitch to him. Breaking ball, low and away for a ball. Two on, 2 out. And the pitch to Rantanen is pounded foul. Count evens at 1-1 to Chase Rantanen. One pitch. Fouled away. Third base side and out of play. Count moves to 1-2. Keshver gets his sign from Pentasuglio. And the pitch, no, timeout called. I didn't see the umpire granting timeout, but I guess he did. And they swing and a miss. He struck him out. That will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th with your score 6-1 here on BFA. Sherman Patton and Braden Miller to face the new pitcher, Corey Warner. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Warner out of Coatesville, 5'10", 145, thrown out of the left side. And as we mentioned, he's faced the aforementioned Dawson Sherman. Flew out to center field his only time up. First pitch is low for a ball. Sherman at Elk Lake, 5'11", 155. Pitch from Warner. Bounces up there for a ball. 2-0 to count to Dawson Sherman. And a 2-0 pitch. Over for a strike called. Baseball U Scranton holding a 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th as you look to do some more damage. And that one's hit down the line. What a play over at third base by Rantanen over to first. And they cannot get him. It gets away from the first baseman. And Sherman will find himself at second base with an infield single and advance on the overthrow. And here it is again on the game changer replay. Nice piece of hitting by Sherman. Watch this diving play by Rantanen. Pops right back up quickly, tries to make a strong throw, and he did. The two-hopper could not be handled by Schultz at first. So Sherman will find himself at second base and nobody out, and that'll bring up Aaron Patton. And Patton was hit the first offering, so he'll head down to first base. So runners now will be at first and second with nobody out. And Braden Miller will step to the plate. Miller struck out looking back in the second. His only time up. Here's the pitch. Over first strike called. Braden Miller again 0 for 1 today out of Elk Lake. 6'2", 175. And that pitch is high for a ball. Count evens up at 1-1. Warner sets. A 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Shallow right field. Coming in and making the grab is Jack Jones for out number 1. That one gets away, and the run is going to advance. So the overthrow by Jack Jones, the first base's cutoff man, gets away, and Sherman moves up to third, so runners will be at first and third with one out. And we're back to the top of the order with Thor Kelly. The first offering from Miller is low and away for a ball. Kelly 1 for 2 today, doubled his first time up and popped out to short. Back in the second. There goes the runner without a throw. Pitch is taken for a strike call. So Patton will move the second. A defensive indifference. And there will now be runners at second and third and a 1-1 count to Thor Kelly. Here's the 1-1 pitch. On the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. One and two to count to Kelly. Warner winds. And that 1-2 pitch is outside for a ball. As the count evens at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Popped him up. Foul and out of play. Right behind us. Count remains 2-2 to Thor Kelly. As Warner gets reset. And the 2-2 pitch. High ball 3. 3-2 to count to Kelly. Warner gets his sign from Pajalka and the pitch. Fouled back as he stays alive. And a 3-2 pitch. High ball 4. He walked him. Bases are now loaded for Noah Gesford. Guessford 1 for 2 today. Flew out the center in the first and singled in the third. As he hits that one to right field, that's got a chance to fall safely. And it just fouled on the first base side. That was a close one as Guessford hit that one fairly deep. And here it is again on the game changer replay. You'll get a great shot of it. As you can see, fell about 3 or 4 feet foul. But he hit it well, and unfortunately, he's got to come back and reset. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Warner. High ball 1. 1-1 to count to Guessford. The base is full and 1 out. And a 1-1 pitch is high for a ball. It's now 2-1. Two-one pitch is foul the first base side and out of play. Count evens up at 2-2 on this seasonably cool autumn day here in Center Valley, PA. And the 2-2 pitch. Pop foul and out of play again. Count remains even at 2-2 to Guessford. As Warner sets and a 2-2 pitch. And I believe that hit him. It did. So a hit by batsman, or hit by pitch for Guessford. And a run will score, and it's now a 7-1 contest. This will be the final batter of this inning as we reached the limit of 6 batters as Travis Rooney steps to the plate. And we'll have a courtesy runner. Connor Flynn now in at first base. And the first offering is flared foul, first base side and out of play. Rooney 1 for 2 today. Grounded out to short in the first and singled in the third. So he pops that 0-1 pitch foul, first base side and running out of room. First base Riley Schultz gave it a good effort. Bases loaded. 1 run across for Baseball U Scranton. Rooney at the plate with an 0-2 count. Warner sets and the pitch. Bounces up there for a ball. 1-2 to count to Travis Rooney. Warner sets and the pitch. Ground ball. It gets through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes Kelly. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. And it's now a 9-1 lead for Baseball U Scranton as that will end the inning. And we'll go to the top of the 5th with your score 9-1 right here on BFA. Schultz, Punzo, and Taylor to face Noah Gesford here in the top of the 5th inning. The first pitch offering is hit the right field. It's going to fall for a base hit. Schultz finding his way to second base. He takes the turn. He's going to try for 3. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close, but not in time, as Schultz leads off with a leadoff triple here in the top of the 5th inning. Schultz jumped on the first offering from Noah Gesford, dropped it right in the right spot as it went all the way in the corner. He gets himself a leadoff triple here in the 5th. That'll bring up Lucas Punzo. The first pitch is a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Punzo 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to short and reached on a fielder's choice error by the third baseman. That one just misses the mark. It's 1-1. Gesford sets and the 1-1 pitch. On the outside corner for a strike, it's now 1-2. Riley Schultz at third. He led off with a triple here in the top of the 5th. 1-2 to count to Punzo. And the 1-2 pitch is high for a ball. So it evens up at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nope, no, he didn't. It was a foul ball. I do apologize. And the pitch. High ball 3. 3-2 to count to Lucas Punzo. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Punzo goes down swinging for out number 1. Here it is again on the game changer replay. The crowd of thousands on their feet for that last strikeout. And I'll bring up Alexander Taylor. Squares the bunt, pulls it away. She takes ball 1. Schultz at third, 1 down. Squares the bunt again and pops it foul. And count will even up at 1-1. Taylor flew out to left field in the second, struck out in the third. He's 0 for 2 today. And a pitch, swing and a miss. Count moves to 1-2 to Alexander Taylor. Gesford winds to the 1-2 pitch. Just a bit outside for a ball. It's now 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. Full count to Alexander Taylor. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Baseball U Scranton holding a 9-1 lead over the Deck Dogs, and that ball's grounded to third. Nice pick there by Miller. He goes across the diamond to get out number 2. As Schultz scores on the play, and it's now a 9-2 contest. I'll bring up Zach Fine, who's 0 for 2 today. Takes the first offering and fouls it straight back. A big swing and a miss. Count moves to 1-2. 0-2, I should say. And the 0-2 pitch is low for a ball. The count moves to 1-2. Gesford working quickly. The 1-2 pitch. Strike three, struck him out. That will end the inning. So no runs, one hit. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, 9-2. Bottom of the 5th as we have Flynn, Felker, and Weinberg. As Jack Jones now on the mound for the Deck Dogs. Offering was a little bit out of the zone for a ball. As that pitch is taken high for a ball. As Connor Flynn steps to the plate, 6 foot 175. He's 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. As that pitch is high. It'll be 3-1. And ball 4. So Connor Flynn will find himself a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Aiden Felker, the extra hitter. Felker 1 for 2 today, grounded out to short in the 1st, and singled in the 3rd. First offering high for a ball. And Jones is offering. Finds the mark on the inside corner to even the count at 1-1. And the pitch. High ball 2. 2-1 to count to Felker. Flynn at first. And nobody out. High ball 3. Baseball U PA Scranton leads 9-2. Here in the bottom of the fifth, they look to add some more, and that's ball 4. So back-to-back walks here in the bottom of the fifth inning. That'll bring up Reese Weinberg. Weinberg so far today, 0 for 1. He walked in the second, struck out in the third. And the pitch. Drops a bunt. A nice one. That'll get the runners moved over. His nice play on the mound by Jack Jones. He flips over to first base for out number 1. The runners advance to second and third. So 1 down, the runners at second and third. Hunter Pentasuglio will step to the plate. Reached on an error by the left fielder in the second. And then 2 RBI single in the third. Pitch is ripped foul on the third base side. And the pitch. High for a ball. 1-1 to count to Hunter Pentasuglio. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Connor Flynn at third. Aiden Felker at second. With 1 out. And the pitch. Ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Warner goes down swinging for out number 2. I should say Pentasuglio goes down swinging for out number 2. That'll bring up Dawson Sherman. Sherman is 1 for 2 today. Flew out to center field in the second. Singled in the fourth. Pitch coming from Jones. Nice breaking ball as he swings through that one. It's now quickly 0-2. That one's fouled away, first base side. Time called by the catcher, Pajalka. Here's the 1-2 pitch at Dawson Sherman. Fouled first base side off the top of the deck. Count remains 1-2 to Sherman. Runners at second and third, and 2 out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pounded softly to second. Actually, in between, it's going to be a tough play. You're not going to get him. Flynn scores, and here comes another run as Felker scores. And that ball was hitting pretty much no man's land. A tough play for the first baseman, second baseman to come all the way to his glove side. And 2 more runs will score for Baseball U Scranton. It's now 11-2. Timeout is called on the field. Conference is completed on the mound as they talk to Jack Jones. That'll bring up Aaron Patton. The first pitch to him is inside for a ball. And a 1-0 pitch. There goes the runner. Here comes the throw down at second. They're not going to get him. Stolen base for Sherman. And now he's in scoring position with still 2 outs. And I believe this might be the 6th batter. That pitch was taken for a ball. Count is now 3-0 to Aaron Patton. And the pitch. Fouled off as the runner was going on the pitch. And the pitch. Our ground ball down the third base side. That is a foul ball. Close one down there at third base. Patton thought he had it. They'll reload. Again, as I mentioned, this is the 6th batter of this inning and maybe the last batter of this contest. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Ball 4. Here goes the throw down to third. And they do not get him. That is ball 4. That should end the inning, as that is 6 batters. I believe that is the contest. And that is a wrap. So we will end this contest. The final score of this one, 11-2 in favor of Baseball U Scranton over the Deck Dog 17U squad. We'll be back with game number 3 on a separate live stream shortly here on BFA.